さあ、始まりますね。お、始まりました。パックマンワールド3。エニーパーセント。エニーパーセントでも1時間45分がエスティメートだから、結構長いですね。なんかイメージとしてはパックマンってこういうイメージがないからすごい新鮮なんだけど。
Yeah, please do. We went to a retro game store today, and I bought a copy of Pac-Man World 3 for the PS2,
どうして
which
やっ
is
ぱ
the slowest
3D はこうやっ
version,
て
but it
壁
does
抜
have an
けをさっ
instruction
くりするんでし
manual
ょ
with a pretty cool plot summary.
Yeah, we're getting to that right here.
このパックマンワールド3に関してはアメリカの
Teleporter away from his family before he can even sample his 25th birthday cake. Pac-Man is
ア
confronted
メ
with
リカの
harsh reality. The world's
ナムコ
about
の
to end.
法人ですね。
No, that is not a typo.
そう、ナムコホームテック
Pac-Man's
っていうのが
old
まああるん
nemesis
ですけ
turned
ど、
ally, Orson.
まあ、そこがまあ表彰登録して出したっぽいんですよね。だから日本が感知してないっぽい。
Thereby collapsing it in on Pac-Land and unleashing a catastrophic
1とか2とはあるんですけど、3は
placing spectral siphons around
ないん
Pac-Land.
ですよね。
Erwin can punch holes into the spectral realm and suck the raw energy out, farming a nearless
完全に動きが
limitless
ソニックしてますけど
energy supply for his hordes of robotic minions. If he
ソニックアドベンチャー的な感じの動きをどんどんしてますけ
the
ど
only energy source in a world of chaos. Catching wind of this evil plot early on, Orson takes steps to outwit Erwin. He's enlisted the hardest working hero this side of the 8-bit rift. Thomas the Tank Engine?
Are you sure that's right?
I think so. That's what it says.
Oh, you know, I think they... You see, the voice actor for Thomas the Tank Engine in Thomas and Friends is actually the same voice actor who does Pac-Man in this game, so that's probably the source of the mistake.
Yeah, probably that. Anyway, moving on. And has secretly built a massively improved version of Talkman. Together with an unlikely collaboration with Ghosts,
一応プレステ2が一番ハード的には読み込みが長いから遅いって最初言ってましたけど、まあ選ぶ理由は多分バグを使いやすいからだとは思いますけどね。
I'm going to be honest, I read that and I still have no idea what I'm watching. I just know that there's some funny skips.
Yeah, this game, it's made by the same people who made Glover, so you know it's bad. I would not recommend that anyone plays it casually. I think it's really boring. But in a speed run, it gets pretty intense.
普通に缶開ける音が入ってて、それに突っ込む奏者も面白い。
So right there, just going to do a quick movement skip. Going to get a key right here. Doesn't really look like a key. It's more of a Triforce type shape.
3は日本発売のため、どうしようもない。とりあえずパックマンワールドをやったことがある人はまあ、作品の説明とかしていただけるとありがたいですね。パックドットチェーンマシン。ああ、なるほど。それで登っていくんだ。すげえ。
There's these spectral monsters, as was mentioned in the plot synopsis, I think. Let me check. They're like the ghosts, but worse. It's this like vaguely racist thing that's going on. Erwin is described as bigoted, so it makes sense. But yeah, that's just the part of the story. You have
パ
these
ック
ghosts
ドット
that
チェーン
are
はレッドク
the
リ
ones
スタル
that
が
you
ないと
fight,
発
and
動
then
できません
other
って今
ghosts
書い
that
てあり
you
ました
team
ね。
up with. That's how they explain that. Right here is really cool glitch called a super jump. I'm going to be doing this a lot. Just makes you fly really high in the air. And that lets me skip
もうやっぱり
most
悪い
of
こ
this
とするん
level.
だから。
So I'm going to give you the DL on this. They don't say anything about spectral monsters.
Oh, damn.
So
Hope I didn't make that up.
Ruined, buddy. They mentioned robots.
That's good. Something. So that was like the bulk of the second level. There's basically a Talkman auto scroll.
で、なんかイベントっぽいですね。
I take it that was Orson.
Yeah, that was
ああ、なんか、
I,
ワニワニパニック感がする。
I have no idea where this character came from. Maybe from Tupac?
What, Orson?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I think he might have been in the first game.
いや、ワニワニパニックですね。
Alright, so this is going to waste a little bit of time, but
あれ？
I'm going to point this out because it's important. So, in this arena, there is
いや、本当にパックマンですよ。主人公パックマンなんで。
it's just floating in the air. It's made of wood. Don't know why. We're going to be back in this arena later, and I'm going to point out that same floating pole.
Wait, what did you say? This is gonna waste time. Isn't this an auto scroller?
Oh no, it's sort of an auto scroller. They appear at the same rate, but only if you hit them, which I wasn't hitting them. So.
I guess I'm thinking of the wrong fight.
Oh yeah, later on it'll be an auto scroller where you can't waste time. But I felt the need to show the floating pole twice in the run.
多分タイマーがブルブル震えてるのはフォントの影響ですね、これね。1とか
Oh, they make it look great.
横
Marketing
の
content.
長さが短くなるやつは
It's in
短くなるので、
English and French.
そのせいでブルブル動くっていう。
This game even has an interview from the creator of Pac-Man in it. Like you can watch the video in the game. And you can tell he was so happy that
あ
Pac-Man
あ、
was
プロ
25
ポーショナ
years
ルフォン
old,
トっ
but
て
he
言うんですか。
had not
全然
seen
詳し
what
くな
this
い。
game turned into.
詳しくないからありがたいですけど。
I really want to try to pronounce it
なるほど
with
ね。
French, but
そういう名称があるんですね。
afraid because the baguette restream will just go at me. So I'd rather not. Instead, I'll just hold the baguette.
All wave destroyed。 まあ全部完了し
That
たの
only
で、
wasted like 20 seconds for the pole.
シーンが変わりましたね。
Let me know if you'd
で、
like
こ
me
っから
to
ちょっと
grab
難しいスキップをするそうで
reference,
す。
After I get this really hard skip,
yeah. All right.
it's like 2 minutes into the level. So this is the first spectral realm level.
開発者がちょっと怠けて
There's 3 of
て
them in the game. The
なんか
developers got kind of lazy and put the same type of
そう
level
ここでちょっと
3
スキップが
times,
でき
and
る
they're
っていう
all
話
equally
らしい
boring.
です。
But in the speed run, you skip a lot, so it's actually pretty interesting. There's actually parts of some of these levels where they reuse the exact same geometry, and later on there will be a skip
地
that
形の
works in
関
2
係上
separate levels because they reuse the geometry between the two levels.
Something goofy I've definitely noticed from sitting and watching Woofer play this game on occasion is
ああ、
that,
地形がほぼ
even
似
some
たようなも
walls
の
or
だから
ledge
ってこと
travel,
か。
there doesn't explicitly need to be a ledge as long as there's just like an angled slope and a specific type of texture, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You can just climb up a wall.
There's just a lot of collision in a lot of places.
So, speaking of something goofy,
で、パワーア
we
ップを
got
取ったの
a
ね。
$20 donation from WizVox, who says, important question for Woofer, who is your favorite anime girl?
なんかパックマンらしいよね、この辺。
Okay, so what was the name of that girl who you sent pictures of to
あの辺がもう完全にパックマンだよね、この
you
辺。
sent me hundreds?
Oh,
I
Pac-Man
was
要素が
playing
すごいあり
with
ますね、
different
ここね。
characters. I sent a folder filled with like several gigabytes of anime images.
Ah.
to you.
All right, so the story behind this is that on election day 2016, I made a tweet saying
これはもう
that if
立派に
Donald
パック
Trump
マン
won
し
the
ますね。
presidency, I would tweet anime girls every day, and I've just been doing that. So I'm known for it, I guess, but I don't really watch anime. So people keep talking about it, and I don't know what they're talking about.
He's just asking for a supplier most of the time.
Yeah, so my favorite is.
いやもう
your
普通に
favorite.
住んでないのは見ててわかるけど、普通がわからないから、もうこれが普通に見えるのもダメだね。
Alright, so this is going to be the really hard skip. I will probably mess this up.
悪いことしてる。悪いことしてる。
So, we've got another donation in here. $25 from Partyman X, who I had a feeling he had something to say about this run.
ちょっと失敗したっぽいね。
Pac aficionado.
体力足らずで
Says shoutouts to Pac-Man for getting his life together.
残響
after
としちゃいましたね。
Pac-Man 2 The New Adventures. So proud of him. And as we all know, both of these games feature Pac-Man having limbs, which means they both take place before the PAX.
おい、そこを登るのが。
Never thought about that. It's a great observation.
I've never really thought through about the whole Pac-Man lore timeline.
あ、違う、落ちちゃったんだね。
I'm sure there is one that exists.
本当は多分これジャンプして落ちないで。
So yeah, I'm basically going out of bounds where there really should not be collision, but they put a lot of seams here. Oh no, close.
結構難しいんかなこ
I'll
れ。
get it at some point, promise.
Just a long kind of ridiculous.
乗れるのが悪い。その通りかもな。
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see where you're going as well.
Yeah, all the ledges are invisible. And at the very end, you need to be
同じとこで失敗してるから多分本当一箇所だけなんだろうね。ここは簡単そうだけど。ああ、ちょっと中をつきすぎたのかな今。インカットしすぎてちょっと落ちちゃった感じですね。
Oh yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing it. I did the same run at DreamHack Montreal, and for that run, I only practiced for like 3 days. Nailed the run, but I didn't go for the skip. And, for Midwinter Speedspring, I had to go hard, so.
どこに行ったの俺。
Alright, we did it.
急すぎてどこに行ったかわかんないんだが。
Thank you.
Just to commemorate that.
Yeah.
I hope that's not too bad for the mic levels.
あ、スノーに入れられた。ああ。
Pac-Man gives you wings.
体力調整ですかね。
Really does get you through those tough moments. I am not endorsed by Red Bull.
I am.
Okay. I guess I am actually.
So I actually went over to this area after I did that skip.
ああ、ここの
that skipped one phase
敵を
of the
全部
fight
食わないと
because
いけない
this
のか
game
な。
has a weird glitch where if you set a checkpoint during a spectral fight or a Katron fight, Katron's another type of enemy, it will advance the phase
残機はありますよ。
because
残機は
as soon as
体
you
力
do some
表示の
damage,
左
you
に
remember what phase of the fight you're on. So there's some fights where you can just keep
6個ぐらいは出てて、それ以上になるとかけるいくつで表示されてたんで、一応残機はあるっぽいですね。
In case anyone's wondering, there's also actually a task for this game. It's pretty quick. I don't know exactly how long it is. You'd probably be able to mention.
Yeah, there's actually 3 tasks. I got into this game because I was like, I need something to test, and I'm really bored. And I'm in college, not doing that much in terms of hobbies.
マリオ感
Maybe
が
that
す
was
ごい。
high school. I don't know anymore. But so I decided to test this game and learn it at the same time, and I ended up getting a 130 with the task. I just found a bunch of strats while doing the task. So after that, I started learning the game and running it in real time, and then a bunch
また悪いこと
of
しま
other
したね。
strats
ス
got
キップしました
found,
ね。
and in real time, I actually got a 128, which was faster than the first task. So then I tasked the game again a year after the original task, and that ended up being a 57.59. And then there was a third task where I tasked all the mazes that are in this game. There was 18. Halfway through making the task, I instantly regretted it, and it was terrible, but I forced myself to finish it. And then in the end, I put Dragon Force through the fire.
さっきのカサカサをやるとダッシュができる感じですよね。
So, yeah. Biggest
そうですね、
task mistake of my life.
その先に行くための、
Either way, a bunch of
まあ
interesting
クローズしてるドア
that run.
みたいな感じの
Yeah, I
や
would
つが
really recommend watching the
まあ
test.
その上に登れるから
It's
それが変わらない。
It does a lot more skips than this run does, and it does them extremely quick.
天井つか、まあ、屋根
Game's
とい
really
うか、
inconsistent
があるのが悪い
in
です
real
ね。
time and hard. This is an area with blue disappearing platforms. They're
ああ、こ
invisible,
の
but there's absolutely no indication where the platforms
一応
could
黄
be.
色いね、丸があるところが、足場になってるよっていう
I
案
mean,
内ですけ
I
ど、
don't see that.
まあ、構わず進んでますよね。
Yeah, not like there's any pack dots or anything.
まあちょっ
So yeah,
とその場で、
specific
ね、
area is
チ
gonna
ャ
show
ー
up
ジしてダッシュしてる方が早いっぽいから、
that end
も
part of the level.
うすごく対応してま
Now
す
we are
ね
in。Gogeka Central. This is level number 4. This is the first time that we have to interact with another one of the friendly ghosts. Her name is Pinky. She spawns platforms, but we're just gonna ignore her and just do this ourselves, because we can. Alright,
これ今
now
ど
I'm
こなんだ
gonna
ろう。
jump over a fight trigger. Like that. There would be a pretty long fight otherwise, but you know, we don't have time for that.
一応なんか英語サイトのウォークスルー、まあ攻略サイトみたいなのがあるんで、それをまあ見てるんですけど、どこがどこだかわからないっていう。ああ、足りない
It's
か。
my favorite song in the game.
So, Wolfer, might I ask you a highly serious question?
Sure.
What is your favorite Pac-Man character?
Miss Pac-Man.
で、倒したから消えましたね。 青いのができた。エレクトロショックパワーペレット。
Okay.
Just a big fan.
Big fan.
She's not really in this game though, besides the cutscenes. Which is unfortunate.
What cutscene?
There was an opening cutscene that we skipped.
What cutscene?
I don't know. Never seen it. Alright, so this is going to be another case where we can skip a phase of a fight. The start of this fight sets a checkpoint, so if you void out, it just skips the first phase of this fight. And it's like 4 seconds faster. So, goodbye guys.
いろいろあってちょっとわかんない。やばい。
And this electroshock power pellet, if you use it on an enemy, it'll stay active.
電
even
気
if you're not
ペレ
directly
ットは
targeting them. It's a cool glitch.
まあまあスタンさせるのが主な目的ですっていうのは言ってましたけど、まあそれはそうだわなっていう感じ。じゃあこれどういうストーリーです。エイウィンっていう、まあそれが敵なんですけど、まあそれはまあ天才科学者みたいなやつがいて、でそのエイウィンっていうやつがそのゴースト、まあ、幽霊世界からその生命エネルギーじゃないけど、それをまあ吸うための方法を見つけたっていう話らしいです。でそれを利用してその大災害を起こそうとしてるのを企んでる。でそれをまあ阻止するために動いたのがパックマンっていう話みたいです。
There's normally some stuff you have to do. Haven't done it in a while. I'm sure it takes time though. And now we have a spectral fight. This one you cannot skip, although there is a skip for like this entire portion of the level, but it's not really doable on the PC version for some reason.
まあまあそんな感じでいいと思います。
But on the GameCube version it's free, but we're playing on PC because bouncing on the spectral portals, which I used to skip a bunch of the spectral fights, only works on PC for some reason.
まあ、この辺が非常にパックマンらしいので、パックマンしてますね。
This game also just like doesn't have music for large chunks of it. If you listen to the soundtrack, like the OST on YouTube, it's pretty good, but there's like a lot of songs that just don't actually show up in the game. I don't really know what they were thinking. I think they like messed up programming it.
ああ、これも今、ペレットあれですね。
So there's like
パワーアップペレットで
completely silent with these ugly sound
ヒップドロップっぽいことしてますけ
effects.
ど
So I tend to listen to Spotify while playing.
まあそれで敵を倒してる感じですね。で、ここでなんかスイッチを動かし
Also,
て
I hope you guys like these Rev-Roll plates. There's gonna be a lot more. I don't know why they thought it was like a fun
で、3
mechanic
つ
in any way.
発動させたんで、トリックが動いて先に進めるようになると。そういうことですね。
Sure, but in the other games they move platforms, right? It's like something that sort of makes sense, while here it's for the purpose of just making things happen in the same way that a Switch would.
Well, why would you use a Switch? What do you think I am, stupid?
I mean, it's either a Switch that you
果
can press in a
物
second
は
or doing
ど
this
うなん
holding
だろ
down a button for 15.
It's more interactive gameplay.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. You would fit right in to the Blitz Games team.
Hey, I already run a game where you just hold square the entire time. I don't
That's
see
fair.
any issue.
So you may have noticed in that like Katron fight that we did in this room that there were 2 doors that opened after I
で、
finished
一応
it.
さっきの
We
ペレット
don't
です
have
ね
to go。
その
through
パワー
the
ペ
other
レッ
door
トっていう
because
の
that
が
skipped right there.
いくつかあって、オレンジと
Now we get to
緑
the
と
first
青
maze of the game. There are 3 required mazes.
で、オレンジが
It's the only time in Pac-Man World 3 where you actually play
さっ
Pac-Man.
きの黄色いラインがで、お、パックマンになってる。
I'm actually not good at
あ、いいで
this.
すね。
It's kind of like
懐かしくていい
Pac-Man
ですね。
arrangement, but slightly worse. But these boost pads are really fun.
いいね。この懐かしい感いい。
Executed parts of this game casually.
Definitely looks well designed.
Yeah, until you start going through
急に
all these
急に
things,
クラシックパックマンが出てきて戻るっていう。
it can just happen. So yeah, that's the end of level 4. Now we are back to the Spectral Realm, everyone's favorite.
なんか
Slightly
イメー
different
ジがないよ
from
ね。
purple now, so you know they really
日本でも
thought
パッ
through
クマンワールド
the
1、2は出てるけど、
Really tell that.
やっぱりイメージとしてはあまりない
Oh yeah.
からしょうがないですよね。
Gonna start out with a really complicated puzzle that we're just gonna skip.
で、多分これを押してスイッチなのかな、扱いが。
See, I mean, look at this gameplay.
I'm seeing.
で、今何を取ったん
Hey,
だ
I'm
So
seeing you
exciting.
holding a button on the controller. That's gameplay. Other times of the game, you're pressing buttons anyway.
Later in the run, they make the Rev-Roll plates take longer, which makes it harder.
あ、今、イチゴを取りましたね。
Your I mean, your inputs per second are dropping, but
一応なんか、
at the same time,
まあ、スコアアイテム、ただのスコアアイテムなんですけど、なんか、全部見つけるといいことがあるらしいけど、あんまり詳しく書いてない。
there's why
Ma.
I have Red Bull. See? Give me some wings. Am I doing good enough yet?
There's some sick lore. Basically, Orson grew up in
あ、
this
なんか出て
place.
きた。
That's rough.
Yeah, but then he like left. But then the spectral monsters are still here.
still don't know what these spectral monsters are you're talking about. They're not in the booklet.
まあ 3D 特有のこ
Also, they are in the enemies
う、ね
section. You just didn't open to that page.
浮いてる足場を歩くパターンですけど。
Looking at the enemy section.
This is important to get right.
That's
Remember,
the
ghosts
that's the paction
are not
page.
your enemies.
There's a page for just like attacks, and it's called Paction with an exclamation point.
おっと、またか
Alright, see this guy? That's a spectral monster.
またか
It's green. Oh, I messed up.
またスキップしていく。
So yeah, just gonna skip that fight there, as usual.
That's the French part of the booklet.
Yeah, don't go that far.
で、カットシーンがあって、
Hey, it's Clyde. It's another ghost. This is
Oh.
important for the story.
I'm looking at the enemies, and I don't see anything.
Alright, so this skip right here, we're
セ
gonna
カン
do
ド
this
レベルって
exact
なん
same
だ
skip in the second to last level.
あれ
So,
あれっち
remember,
パックマンがロボットに乗ったやつのステージとでやったグリッチと同じことをするということで。
here we activate Clyde in order to make these portals appear. But we don't actually have to fight these spectral monsters. Because we can do a skip.
Yeah, Woofer, I'm sorry, but as far as this booklet's concerned, they don't exist.
What, they're not on the enemies page?
No, not even in there.
Did you go to the enemies page?
Yeah, I'm on the enemies page.
Alright,
They're
list
not
all
in
the
there.
enemies.
We got Armalopes. We got Snitterlings. We got the Mighty Lummox. We got Ancient Defenders. Patrons,
左の方は
Gyrotrons,
あれかな
Tonos,
説明書を見てるのかな
Monotrons, and Mech Lummox.
Alright, so spectral monsters are cancelled.
They don't exist. So why are you fighting something
Well, I'm
that doesn't
usually
exist?
not. I'm skipping most of them. I'm trying my
Alright.
best to play the game as the manual intended.
This is the most boring back cover I've ever seen. It's just black.
もともとのパックマンストーリ
Alright, coming up here
ー
is
一応あるのか
another pretty hard skip. Gonna be
俺もわかんねえ
some
な
rounds. So normally you'd like spawn a spectral fight here and then fight those guys and then get a bunch
お
of
っと
time
おっ
keys.
と
Who knows
そこへ
what
登っ
those are.
て
And then you
ま
would
た
get these rings to move, and eventually you would
あ
get to a door. But we
あの何回でもでき
skip
そう
all
だね
that. Oh no.
Yeah, I hope you guys remember me mentioning ledge grabs earlier.
テクスチャーの裏側見しちゃダメでしょ
Do some weird stuff. All you need is a seam on the wall, which they just put right here for some reason. Damn, I'm bad.
We
お
got a $10
Oh,
donation
ita.
from Vaughn, who, if y'all at home know, is fantastic.
まあ乗れるようにオブジェクトがあるのが悪いな確かにな
Y'all want
そ
to
の
do a
通りですわ
speedrunning marathon at our convention? Just come and do it. Like,
でまた上に登
actually
って
reached out to
ス
me
キッ
like,
プ
hey,
して
could you guys come do a speedrunning marathon here? And I think that's really cool. Says much love to all the runners.
なんか
staff,
塞いでる渦が
volunteers at the,
スキップするための道具っていうのもなん
Speedspring
か
crew from the entire VGM Con
シュールです
team.
ね
Amazing that we've already broken the 2019 donation total for the carbonfund.org foundation, and we've still got another we got 15 hours or so of runs left to go. So you know, we can push that total even higher, maybe even take a poke at our record from Midwest Speed Fest last year, which is
で
it's
こ
not
こはどこだ
undoable, but at 3750, it's going to be quite the push in these next 15 hours here. So, again, thank you, Vaughn, for everything you do for us and helping make this happen.
Yeah, it's
おお
worked
面
out
白いですね
pretty
これ
great so far, and same with VGM.
このオレン
It's a real fun time.
この仕組みちょっと面白いですねこのリボンのやつ
Power pellet that's essentially like a
囲ったら
kind of thing. Just like
囲ったらそれで締め付けて倒すよといいですね、これ。
Yeah, it's actually like the coolest mechanic in this game, but I guess it's not original apparently.
it's been a few games. I think I first saw it in some Flash games. When I was like 8.
ギャルズパニックってなんだっけ？
Good mechanic.
Yeah. That guy just spawned from inside the ground. We don't talk about
皆
that.
さんは多分俺よりゲーム詳しいからね。アーケードのやつ調べよう。
Why? Are you okay?
All right, Pac-Man, that is the wrong pole. Thank you.
クイックス。
So that propeller is for a windmill. There's a lot of windmills in this level. They kind of went all in on that theme. This is the only one that we're actually going to need to get, though, because we'll be able to skip the rest. Also, I'm going to go for a skip here that might soft lock the game.
まあまあいい
Might
や。
soft lock the game.
クイックス。
I do that at marathons. I think it's very daring. It saves like 5 seconds because it makes the platform cycle better. It's worth it.
ゲームボーイだった。
Wow. Alright, try to go for a cutscene skip.
そうこうしてだいぶ進んでるんだが、
Didn't look like it saved that much time at least.
No, it didn't. Alright, so right here, I'm going to stand in a
Ah,
specific
届かない。
spot and then aim in a precise spot and then do a rev roll jump and then hit a checkpoint
届くか？
trigger.
届く
And
か？
I totally messed that up this time. It's pretty precise. I'm so
いや、頑張って、頑張ってほしい。落ちてもなんか、あれだね。ペナルティ的なものがない。あ、1ライフか。1ライフダウンか。
Lose any lives, so you
Yeah,
just keep
and
doing
we
this.
normally play with removing loading times, so this would actually, in a real run, waste even less time. Maybe it got patched.
Maybe.
This platform could also be like in a slightly different spot, just randomly because this game's kind
あー、さっきの落ちるところで、あれですね、リスポン
There
の
we go. Yeah, that
地点
platform
が
was
超え
in
てる
one
かどう
spot,
か
so
で
that
した
wasn't
ね。
working. I had to like adjust.
結果を見てからわかる。リスポン地点の変更ですね、
There,
あれ
hit
ね。
another checkpoint trigger.
そのために今
Void、out. Spawns me on top.
大ジャン
2
プみたいな、
minutes.
ダッシュジャンプして、まあ、チェックポイン
And
トの
we're
切
gonna
り替
skip
え。
another key here. Hit checkpoint trigger, void out, same deal.
まあ、この点 3D 系でよくあるやつですよ
And
ね。
this puzzle is pretty complicated. You have to hit these pillars, four different pillars. You kind of lose track after 3 usually, so it's a toughie. And then a reveral plate to top it off.
I've always had issues counting.
う
I
ー
was very
ん。
concerned there for a second, actually.
そうですね。リスポンを超えれば問題ない状況でしたから。
I already
その
mentioned
通りですね。
yesterday I can only count to 4.
で、
Glad we didn't have to do 5 of those.
なんだこれ。
Yeah, I would have been in trouble.
まあ結構多分、リスポンの場所扱いがガバガバなんだろうね。その落下
I hope
落
not.
下判定のあるところを基準にしてるんだろうから。
Yeah.
ゲームによってはジャンプしたところから基準にしてて。
One
あれ
sec, one sec. I have a save. All right. So this is a program that I made for practicing. Just gonna load a save in the right spot.
なんか、
Restart the game. Don't ask why that happens. It's not my fault.
なんか間違えたっ
But you
ぽ
gotta
いね。
control during a cutscene. That was about
Yeah, I
it.
kind of just voided out in the wrong way. Game didn't like that. Alright, we're back here.
なんか間違えたっぽいんで、セーブしてあったところを出してやってますけど。
Well, I didn't lose that much at least.
Yeah, no, that was a
ゲーム側、
great
ゲーム
place
の
for
内容
that to
は大してわ
happen,
かんないから、
actually.
何をどう見せたかわからないっていう。
So am I seeing this right, or ledges?
悪い子ちょっとしすぎたかもしれないですね。
Oh yeah, ledges are inconsistent, and also your jump height in this game is random.
デ
Which,
メ
I mean,
デ
you would
メル
normally
は
say, like, come on, that doesn't
デ
make
メっ
any
たでいい
sense.
の
Why
か
would
俺
you
は。
make the jump height in a game random? You're jumping all the time. How hard can it possibly be to make your character jump the exact same amount every time? But,
Oh,
I
いい
mean,
です
if you
ね。
think about it, people in real life don't always jump the same amount, right? I mean, a basketball player, they might jump 40 inches or 42. So, really, this game is one of the most realistic platformers out there. And also, it's really annoying for skips when you don't get it because your jump is bad. But yeah, that's what I have to deal with.
なんか、こういうスキップがいろいろできないと、アンノーイングっつって、めんどくせえみたいな
Apply this run to real life.
こと今言ってましたけど。
These scorpions are really annoying.
Are you sure this run isn't real life?
It might be.
お、リボン来た。
Feels pretty real.
ああ、なんか、シールドみたいな扱いにもなるんだね、これ。おう。
Alright, hopefully the scorpions don't attack me.
あ
Oh god. That's kind of bad.
あ、間に合った。
I might die here. Alright, we looked out. One of the few sort of RNG spots in this game.
この手の 3D ゲーは割とライフ3が多いですよね。マリオもそうでしょ。
Now we finally get to
3
see
多いですよ
Midwinter,
ね、ライフ。
the evil genius who's leading this
サンシャインも確か3じゃなかったっけ。サンシャイン3じゃないか。ギャラクシーは3だったよね、確か。
Non-canon.
あ、これですね。これがボスですね。
He looks
これが
pretty
さっきの
cool,
言ってた
like sort of-
エイウィン。
Oh, never mind. That's in the final boss.
Kind of looks like a character from a Kerbal Space Program. Just a
I
little
mean,
bit
he
to me.
definitely doesn't look like a Pac-Man character, right?
No.
The tone of this game is just so off. So this boss has everyone's favorite mechanic, the rev roll plate, but 3 times.
8か、サンシャインは。ごめんなさい。
And then what we have to do is destroy these panels. We can do rev
おっ
rolls.
と、部分破壊ですか？ V 破壊ですか、これは。
But bounces do 2, 2, and then 4.
V 破壊をしてい
So rev
く。
rolls are just like a really efficient way of doing damage on everything.
Just gonna say I'm happy that there's only 3 rev plates. Like, pretty easy.
Oh yeah,
to count.
まだ
final
ラ
boss
スト
was
じゃないですね、
4,
これ
and
ね。
it's the
今
exact。same like type of boss.
「でバリアを破
So
壊
we
したん
actually
で、
do these.
また V 破壊
Oh god, that's actually really bad.
V 破壊ができましたね。
Okay, that's good enough. We do those, like destroying those plates in a pretty specific way because there's, after you destroy the second plate and after you destroy the fourth plate, it resets the timer that you get like on the shield to a specific value.
Oh.
And I actually like routed out this boss and the final boss to take advantage of the timer as best
ああ、
as
そうか、それ
possible.
で、
There's some weird rules to it. I have them written down somewhere. But basically, what ends up happening is you do this boss in 3 cycles in real
まあ
time.
2サイクルで倒したらタスですねって今言ってましたけど、
Boss is 2 cycles in both real time and task.
まあ一般、まあ3ターンで倒したら一般的
Now we are on
かなーみたいな。
ancient catacombs. We meet a new character. I don't know why they have so many characters with so little character development, but I guess that's interesting storytelling or something.
ああ、こうやって見てるとあれか。
Kind of interesting skips throughout this level.
使い回しが多いのかな。それのちょっと難易度を変えてる感じになる
So
かな。
this part that I'm doing right now, you can skip this entire section in like 15 minutes. It would or 15 seconds. It would normally take me a minute and 10 seconds. But it's very much TAS only because you have to go out of bounds on a seam and then do a very precise reveral jump, and then it's really cool. Watch the TAS. So these scorpions, fastest way to kill them if you
上
don't
か
have
ら
a
金網が落ちてきましたね。
power up is to just reveral into
また
them. You can't do bounces on them.
またジャンプの仕
So
方が。
with the reveral doing 6 damage, that's like the best option. Although punching is good for stunning them.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even realize you could punch in this game.
It's
I just see you rev rolling all the time.
so punching is like best for platforming and
で
not for
さっきま
combat,
た
and
クリ
I'll
スタル
explain
取った
that
ん
in the
で、
next room.
この食べながら上に進ん
In
でいくやつ
combat,
が。
in terms of combat, we just like try not to do it. But when you do want to fight stuff, it's usually butt bounces.
さっきのクリスタルですね。クリスタルを取ると、
And yeah, they are called butt bounces.
その
Weird name.
トラクタービームじゃないけど、その、まあ誘導ビームですね。
All right. So right here we
まあ
are
ペレ
going
ット
to
誘導されるように進んでいくってことですね。
Okay, I messed that up. That jump's hard. But we're
で、
gonna do a reveral jump
銀
onto
の
that
これ
slope.
銀のやつはこれ一定時間
Once I
無敵
get
みたいです
onto
よ。
that slope, I'm going to do punch jumps, which basically means punching and then jumping immediately after. And you normally cannot jump while on a slope, but if you punch, it like puts you in that punch animation, which lets you
で
jump
まあ
out of it.
ね、
So it lets you jump on like way
無敵を使
more
っていろいろ移
different
動してました
surfaces,
さっきね。
which lets a lot of skips be possible. So really cool that punching exists just for that. Oh, I might die here.
なんか色分けがされてね、さっきの
They do that sometimes.
青が電気だったり、オレンジがリボンだったり、まあ、そういう形で。おお。
Alright, gonna skip these gaps here. Alright. Found that strat like yesterday.
もう正規ルートじゃないんじゃないか
It
ね。
used to be possible, but way
正規ルー
harder.
トほとんど行ってないんじゃない
And it makes it free.
まあそういう
This skip right
3D
here
の
skips doing like a huge
マッ
pinky
ピングにしてあるのが悪
section
い。
I think I've never
としか
done
言い
in
ようが
my
ない。
life. If you had me play it casually, I would not know how to solve the puzzle. I'm sure it's great though.
で、一応今、体力回復させまして、あ、またウェイク。
Alright, just
ま
gonna
たスキッ
bounce
プ
on
して
this
いく。
portal as usual.
で、一応さっきの扇状のやつですけど、あれがまあ大きさによって違うみたいですね。その体力回復の。まあちっちゃいやつは1で、大きいやつは3。まあ全回復。お、また始まりましたね。はい。
This is maze number 2. I have this routed out. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it right. Oh god. What am I doing?
Already not doing it right.
I normally do this with keyboard, but the last full run I did, whenever I played with keyboard, it disconnected my controller, so I'm not risking that.
ここの部分ウィアとか言うなよ。
It's so weird.
これが本物だろ。
Are you not able to do it with that?
Nope.
That's
It's a great design choice, yeah.
さあ、全部ベルト取れて、 取りましたね。
We've got a $10 donation from Lock Modana.
Oh, yes. I love Locke. Hello.
Says, let's go, Woofer, and giving you no respite. When can we expect the Angry Birds font in live?
なんか途中で今、
Every developer knows you're never ever
なん
safe
かアー
from
ケー
future
ドのコンソールみたいなのがあって、それを触ってましたね。で、それ
It's
で、
common. We're working very hard every day. We
それが
have
条件になっ
currently
てるの
finished
か
the
な。
vowels on that font, and we are starting on the consonants next week.
で、この
So
緑
stay
色
tuned.
の、緑色のペレットを取って、まあ、ヒップアタックをして、まあ、衝撃波で倒
Great
すってやつ
hand
です
time
ね。
runner, and hand time is a great speed game, and you should play it. It's definitely a better game than this.
で、今、スプリンクラーを発動させて、まあ、先へ進みますね。
Alright, so here there's like a 20-second cutscene, but you can take some damage and then jump around the trigger, like that. And now there's like a really long fight that I've never done in my life.
で、今、充電させてんのか。充電させて、ドアが開いていく。で、一応体力やばいから回復今しましたね。バルブを、まあ、下に回転させるスイッチがあれば、それは走った方が早いからじゃない？まあ、手ついてますけどね。
This part's scary. There's acid, and it's coming. There's no reason for me to go for that. Saves like 2 seconds.
いやー、ここ落ちたらめんどくさそう。またやり直しってなったら。
This looks like a really awkward thing to go for with the camera whip around.
Oh god. that wasn't supposed to happen.
おっと
Alright, so here we can
飛んでしまった。
You might have noticed like climbable surfaces earlier in this section, but we couldn't use those because for a super jump to work, you
なんでできるか知らないけどできるってな、やめてくれ。
don't really know why that's the case, but that's the requirement. So we had to wait until that climbable surface to be able to get up top to here. Also, that camera was like straight up locked completely because we didn't go up the normal way, but luckily there's that cutscene there that resets it.
でもなんかギミックはちょっと面白いですよね、この辺のね。足場とかも車のシリンダーみたいな感じの形してますから。
So, as you guys have most definitely noticed by now, the level aesthetics are very creative. You got, you got airship, you got spectral zone, you got airship, you got spectral zone,
Well, this is Gogeka Heights,
cave.
and earlier we had Gogeka
cave.
Central, so they actually repeat the level names.
今何をした今何をした
But
炎の
Gogeka's
中に
a
入っ
good
て
name. It really sounds like a Pac-Man name.
気づいたら上にいるんだがなんだあれ。
Sounds like a shape.
Oh god. What's a Gogeka?
ああ、また壁抜けたよ。
Okay,
Go Gekkagon?
that's fair. You're right. Alright, I'm gonna save here because coming up is save on the first file.
で、ここはちょっと大変なスキップらしいですけど。
Coming up's a pretty hard skip.
お
With the laser damage.
Alright, so in Mario 64, there's a skip called Pillarless, and this section has pillars. But what we're gonna do
なんか
is
マリオ
triple
64でも
pillarless.
ピラースキップがもできるんだけど、それを使ってますっていうことを今
Wow,
言って
first
て。
try. Okay. I practiced that a lot.
マリオ
It's
64の
hard.
ピラースキップってどれのことだか
So
俺には
yeah,
わからないんですけど。
three
ま
pillars
あ
there.
また。
You'd normally have to use Clyde to destroy them, but we skip every single one. That skip's hard because you have to do those bounces onto the ledge that I got up to, and then every single jump on that ledge you have to time correctly because otherwise you're just going to fall down. and you have to get over to a specific spot on the ledge where you can actually stand, so you can do that rev roll, and then from there you
非常に普通には進みましたけ
It's
ど。
just a really finicky skip that you have to do a lot to get good at.
はい。
Alright, Spectral Monsters, everyone's favorite. For some reason,
What you're talking about.
well, we're about to fight them, so be prepared. The developers sort of went all in on the combat, and I guess they decided since it's a Pac-Man
食べ
game,
ます。
you need to eat these fake ghosts in every level.
食べま
The
す。
part that they didn't get right was the gameplay. So every single one of these sections is just basically the same and really boring. The good thing is we do skip most of them. And in a speed run to actually like do it fast, it's actually quite a bit of a challenge. The ghosts move around randomly, so like what I'm trying to do is rev roll jump onto them because you can't rev roll into the ghosts.
間に合わなかった。
You need to jump, otherwise you'll like bonk off. Like I just did right there. So it actually is like really challenging to do those.
まあ、もう一個の
rev roll
ゴースト
jumps
食べ
with,
て終わり
the
か
right
な。
timing and the right spacing.
終わりですね。
But fights are still bad.
ボムセクション。
Okay, so this next section is
6分間タイマーは今、
the
急に
bomb
出てきま
section.
したね。
There's a 6-minute timer.
敵の散り方は
I promise
運だ
you
っ
all
つって
know
ました、
it's
今。
6 minutes.
はい。ランダムだそうです。
So I've never done this casually, but there's a lot of platforming here. We're just gonna skip all of it. First, we're gonna skip this fight with
おっと、
some
また
stamina
やる
jumps
か
and
い
jumps. Then, oh, harmful wall. You already know what's gonna happen. Okay, and then this pretty complicated puzzle took me about 5 minutes
あれは
to
多
figure
分
out what to do.
捕ま
I
っ
had to
てる
look
間
up
に
the tutorial
ダッ
for
シ
this
ュ
level before I realized, you actually have to use
ダッシュ
the
行動するから、まあ上に行くってことなんだよな、多分。
pretty
そのまんま
different
なんだろうけ
than
ど。
other puzzles in the game.
The ones
だとしても上がりすぎだと思う
Yeah,
ね。
yeah, those. Gets me every time.
ものすごい上に上がるから上がりすぎやろって思うけど。
Alright, so this is Banny Canyon. Not to be confused with the second level of the game, Banny
で、一応
Wastelands.
2ステージ
It
目に戻って
actually,
きて
like, you can see
っていう
the
とこですね。
earlier level in the game from this level in the background, which is honestly a really nice touch. One of the few like environmental things that they did really well. And in general, there's like places where you can see other levels in the game. It's sort of what Super Mario Sunshine did with Isle Delfino, but not as pretty looking. Skipped quite a lot of stuff there though, but that's just what happens.
I gotta say that was the most useful looking super jump I think I've seen so far.
I mean, it's fast. It
I-
saves
I
very
know-
little
I
time,
know it's
but
fast.
おお。
that one's more of a movement thing. This is a cactus jump. Woo!
Can't think of why it's called that.
Actually, it's because there's a cactus that I jump off of. Hope that
Bro.
explanation helped.
Bro.
Alright, so I needed to knock down that pillar, not to get
Oh,
into the
セーブする。
mine, but to leave the mine later. Because in order to enter the mine, I'm gonna go in a roundabout way. This is going to allow me to jump over a fight trigger, which is gonna just skip having to do a fight. And I save there because if I
どれが
fly
正
out
規だ
here,
本当わかんねえ
it
な。
will waste a lot of time because I would have to knock down that pillar again. So yeah, that there would normally be a fight right there, and I just skipped it. There would also normally be flaming jets in each of those. Those just don't activate because they're the same trigger. In this mine section,
これは
our
9
goal
番目の
is
ステ
to
ージ
get
か。
that key.
最初の2つ目のステージ
We also
の
need
場所
to
ですっ
be
て言
able
ってた
to
やつ。
get out after we get the key, however, and for that we will need the minecart. because it will
これシュールだな。
which is going to let me get back over the fence. So even though this would like normally be useful casually,
動力源があれ
the
っていう。
purpose that we're using it for is just to set up a speed.
お、なんかするのかな。
Alright, so now that is in the right
ダメー
spot.
ジブーストして何すんだ。
So now I'm gonna do a damage boost over the laser here. Yeah. Get this key. Getting this key sets a checkpoint past the laser, so now I'm actually like forced to go over the other way. This minecart is set up in the exact right spot. So now we just climb back over, and now we are out with the key. Hopefully I
で、
don't
今鍵を取っ
wait
たのか
out
な。
here,
鍵を取って戻る。
because otherwise I'd have to redo that skip. Yeah, actually I just did the mine, but
あ、落ちた。
pay attention next time, Morrison. Thanks. I'm actually voiding out here on purpose. For some reason, there is an enemy later that only spawns if you void out at a certain point in the level. I don't know why.
で、ここは何の。あ、敵が出てきてますか。ここは3つしかいないそうなんで、
The spectral fight,
まあ倒すと。
only 3 spectral monsters. I'm just gonna assume they could not spawn more on the screen. So they
トロッコ
escaped.
移動はなんかギミックをなんかまあスキップを発生させるために必要だったっぽいけど、
Those pack dots, they move with the collision.
いまいちよくわからない。
I mean, it's a pretty impressive program.
Hey, we're talking like mid 2000s era computing. So I'm assuming this came out on PC at the same time as the other.
Yeah, it did. This game came out in 2005 on all the systems. Although the PC version came out last, and they managed to patch in a glitch, which is bouncing on
Patch in a
portals.
glitch?
Oh yeah. But on the bright side, they did patch out one skip in the entire game. Yeah, there's a skip in Gogeka Central that just doesn't work on the PC version. So the QA testers found that one and not the other 150.
一応今さっき左にあったパックマンのマークが
Getting the key from
ザン
that
キャッ
enemy.
プでしたね。
I don't know how you're figuring out these puzzles so quick, man.
It's a blind playthrough.
で、倒したから、まあ塞がったところは戻って、クロス集めるのかな。
Another propeller. We need this in order to get to the end of the level. This level actually has quite a bit of
またワープしそう。また飛び越えた。
like get from one place to the other. There's a lot of potential for skips here. There's just no way to do it for now. So that area right there that we're going to get to is actually the same area that we went to in the second level.
で、このステージがトックマン
It's almost time for the Talkman
No.
battle. Arguably not a level.
トックマンとのバトルっていうステージなのかな。
Time to look at another wooden pole. I mean the same one.
Yes. My favorite.
We alluded to this a while ago.
That's right. Alright, so this is Talkman Battle. The reason I say it's not a level is because even though it's on the level select screen and, you know, it's playable, the final end time for the level is always the same, down to the frame. It's literally just on a timer, and if you don't die, you will win. There's absolutely no indication of this in the game, and speedrunners didn't know that this level was on a timer for quite a long time. I actually found out when I was first tassing this game. Oh yeah, there's the wooden pole, by the way. In my first task, I was trying to save time on this level and investigating stuff, and then I just realized, you know, it's always the same. The exact same frame. This is weird. There was a tutorial for this level, however, before I made the task, where the person who made the tutorial claimed that certain strats would make this level go by faster, and at the end of their tutorial they said, oh wow, I think I PB'd, which is not possible because you can't save any time or lose time. So yeah, it's a pretty cool cutscene. I normally stand up and stretch my legs here, which I'm going to do right now. You want to play a little?
Oh, that would be great.
Just don't pull too hard. If the controller disconnects, it's all over, man.
First time playing.
Isn't it fun?
I see you can't jump.
これは音波なんだろうか。
Wish you could.
音波なのかリップルレーザーなのか。
Those things are health packs, by the way. If you stand really close to one of them, never mind. I thought it would say some text. It might on the GameCube version.
隣の人にさせるっていうのもすごいもんね。
Hope you had fun.
Oh, I had the time of my life. It's now a co-op speedrun.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
In my tasks, all I did was just like stand around that wooden pole and spin
Well done, you saved
for
outpost.
2.5 minutes.
I do recall this.
まあまあ、拠点の守ることに成功したと。
Would have been fun to task. I'm assuming you just played out in real time, though.
Yeah, I did. Another kind of fun story about this game, that super jump glitch that I've been doing a lot. It was actually originally posted on GameFAQs
で、こ
under
こも
the glitches section in 2009 by someone named NoobWorld. And they like perfectly described how to do the glitch, but speedrunners didn't look at that and discovered it on their own like 7 years later. So shout outs to NoobWorld for being the best glitch hunter.
ここは何をするとこだ？
Tried to skip that cutscene, messed up. Also a short cutscene, but
やばいね。やっぱ解説っているの大事だね。
this bridge on the
今、青
left
クリスタル
here,
と見ましたね。
I'm gonna actually do a revel jump onto
あ、
it.
落ちた。惜しい。
The thing that I said earlier though is that jumps are random, so just gonna hope for the dice roll.
That looked like a really good setup there. It's just that you bumped on the wall.
Yeah, because my revel jump didn't go high enough.
Oh, okay.
Also,
なんか
I mean,
スプラトゥーン
you
で
can,
やっ
like,
て
do
た
the
な。
timing right, so
Can you
it-
not let
no,
スプラトゥーンのアーティン
So
ジャパン
if you're,
初
like,
回の時に
TAS, it doesn't matter what your jump height is because you can time it perfectly.
エリア、
So,
ワン
like,
エ
in
リアスキッ
theory,
プ、エリア3か。エリア3のスキップで同じようなことやってましたね。
if you time it like a normal person, the difficulty varies a lot based on what jump height you get. That looked like it should have worked.
ああ、惜しいな。しかもこう回復があるから絶対に死なないやつ。お、いった。
Yeah, there we go. Like that jump went way higher than the other ones.
ああ、フラグを立たせ
And
て
it's
ないん
kinda
だ
hard
ね。
to tell, but we've
だから
tested
横から行
this.
くしかないんだね。
It's real. There's also like weird stuff with the fruit placements in this game.
またなんか
Like
悪い
all
こと
the
しようとして
fruit
る。
don't consistently
悪い
spawn
こと
in
してるっていう
the
か、
same
そ
group.
こ
It
に
slightly varies.
空いてる場所があるから
Like,
行けないんだみたい
managed
な
to accomplish that.
感じで
There's like one strawberry and 100%. That's
言ってるけ
harder
ど、
to
あれ
get
は正
depending on
規、
where
あ、
it's
でもこれ
on.
正規っぽいね。
Oh, it's probably
普通に
because
道があ
like
る
it
から。
animates up and down, right?
Yeah,
That makes
probably.
sense. So yeah, it like spawns in a different spot.
まあ敵が出てきてもまあ虫だよね。
Nice fight.
Fights are optional. Oh god. He's coming.
He come.
Big boy.
サソリさんに狙われる。あ、行く。行った。いいジャン
There's
プです
normally
ね
a。lot of puzzles here, but you know, we do the thing.
はい、どうも、こんにちはです。今、パックマンワールド3の 2% が行われております。ちょっと解説がいないので、まあ、のんきに僕が喋ってるだけなんですけど、まあ次のゲームはまた解説がいらっしゃるので、まあ、楽しみにしててください。で、ここちょっとパズル要素があるみたいですよ。で、さっきのまあムービーはカットできないやつらしいので、で、今、銀色取ったんで無敵になってます。まあ、レーザーが来るからそのためでしょうね。
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing in this game.
I'm also pretty sure that's not the controller you're supposed to use in this game.
No, in the PC version, I'm like mapping this to
レーザー撃たれたため普通に登ってますね。
For anyone that's wondered what climbing up a grate actually looks like, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, don't normally do.
お、ショートカットが成功してますね。
Alright, cool shortcut there.
ジャンプ。ははは。やばい。
Now we're gonna do.
これはあかんやつ。これはあかんやつやな。
And that's the end of the level. So now we are on to Irwin's Fortress.
まあやっぱりさっきの貯める時間によって距離が変わるのを利用して、まあ結構時間をかけてチャージしてたから、それかな。なかなか斬新ですね。あんまり見ないケースだから。金網に捕まってなんかわさわさね、カサカサしながら気づいたら高く飛ぶっていう。
What I'm gonna do here is like go forward, but not too far forward because the next area is unloaded.
なかなかえげつないな、この移動。おっと、ボムが。いったー。
Now getting that, whatever that is, not really explained.
ああ、ムービーがスキップしたいから。
Now hug the wall because there is a cutscene trigger that I want to avoid. Saves like 5 seconds. Alright, now there's a
30秒ぐらいのまあムービーがあったんだけど、カットしたのかな。
Jump around it because they put the trigger like that.
うん、下っぽいな。さっきのその前に扉入るときにあったっぽいですね。
Yeah, and they don't make it any wider than it needs to be because that's expensive.
また上がる。
Yeah, here it's like real flat.
We've got a excuse me, we've got a $2 donation from Helix, who saw Tony's big donations to name the Pokemon trainer. I can't remember if it was Ninetales or something.
何かしらのエネルギーを貯めてね、爆発力に変える。必須かもしれない。どこを飛んでるんだ、俺は。大丈夫ですか、これ。 ああ、もうひどいですね。ひどいですね。
Yeah, I'm just look, stuff happened there, and we're not gonna really talk about it. But I'm in the next room, and skip the fight.
まあ部屋をスキップしてなんか強制戦闘になるのをスキップしたっぽいですね、今ね。
I didn't want to take damage. I mean, I could have, but things are scary out here.
ペレットがあるのをペレットが誘導のために書いてあるのにまるで気にしない。さあ、クリスタルを伝って上に向かって進んでますね。
I wouldn't say like, well, it's probably not good, but it's kind of funny.
で、またなんかのギミックが。あ、そう。これ、今、キャラ編ですね。
We're chuckling mildly.
Oh. All right.
I think this is the first time in the game where we actually use.
で、時間制限制なんで、まあ、壊すだけ壊して、
Hello, Pinky. So her special power is to make platforms spawn. The good thing is that it seems to work through other walls or floors. You're normally supposed to like open up that thing, but they didn't make that a requirement explicitly. So we
あ、やっぱり抜けるよ。やっぱり丸いからの隅のとこ行って、ちっちゃくなったら隙間がある分抜けられちゃう。なんで通路が四角のところに丸で作ってしまうんでしょうか。
Honestly, I can't tell if they actually are longer or if it's just because it's been longer in the game. It just feels.
もうね、そこに隙間があるから悪いんだと言わんばかりに言っちゃうからみんな。
Yeah, this part's fun. I mean, they couldn't have made the platform go up any faster. I'm being safe here because I have no health. Really don't want to die.
猫よ。ああ、猫よね。それはあり得るかもね。おっと。おっと。強引にねじ込んでいく。なるほど。
Those red things are lasers. The art direction just fell apart by this point in the game.
バグはなかった。ただの壁を抜けただけだった。
I mean, they like don't even animate. It's just like.
ここは何をやってるんだろう。
Also, common theme of this level is everything happening twice. For example, this part has two floors that are the exact same gameplay. Earlier.
これを全部壊せばいいのか。
There's often two reveral plates.
ビーフジャーキー。で、これ落ちてリスポーンして、リスポーン地点でまあすぐあるんで、また、ちょっと上がりすぎじゃないちょっと。ああ。あ、失敗したっぽい。
I'll get this at some point. It'll be fine. Yeah, hopefully. But you get the idea. I'm like looking.
ちょうどいいとこで入らないとダメっぽいですね。
But my contrast is not the best.
ああ、入れなかった。どうやら最後のところで、まあ、ドアがあって、あそこの中に入れないとダメっぽいですね。この、まあ、隙間に入って、あ、また。
I'm like bouncing in the wrong spot.
あー、ありましたね。そういうのもやってましたね。アーティンジャパンでね。
Luckily, each attempt is like what? 10 minutes?
ソニアドソニアドって言っていいのかこれ。怒られちゃうんじゃないか。
It'll happen.
あ、行きましたね。
People just get to enjoy watching more of
で、壁の裏から入ったので、
Alright, there we
は
go.
テクスチャーがないから一度読み込ませる
Uh,
っていう
needed
作
to
業を
like
今し
stand
て
in a specific
先へ
spot
進んでます
to
ね。
load this next room in. This game's loading is kind
ま
of
た
weird because
また抜ける
rooms don't load properly unless
まあみんな抜け
go
るの
in
好きだから。
through like specific loading points. Basically, like every level is built out of chunks, and then there's specific places where you go through, and then that's where it loads the next chunk. And if you're going out of bounds, you're often not going in the intended way, so then chunks don't load. Yeah, I guess like to put things in perspective, this game's pretty hard. There's a lot of tricks that are just like really janky because jumping's random, camera's kind of bad. You know, game's like not the best in general, but you can do a lot and there's a lot of potential here. There's also like very few people who play this game besides me. The next best time is a 205. My PB is a 123, so it's full
そうだ、
40
ハリネ
minutes
ズミの
slower
方は
than my PB. Really wish there was more competition, but it's like a hard game to get into.
だいぶ
so
宇宙空間を
makes sense.
Considering
宇
how
宙
slow
空間を
the
落
setup
下してますよね。
you need to have to be able to run this on PC, I could imagine it being a little hard to approach.
Yeah, I mean, to play on PC, I remap my buttons, and then I also use another program to map some of my buttons to keyboard keys to make the controls slightly easier. You can play
で
this
こ
on
こもま
console,
たあ
and
れ
the
か
control
敵を
versions are
倒
good.
さないといけないとこだから。
This game also just doesn't run on some people's computers.
あれそうでもない。あ、違うな。いいんだな。
I guess like one way to describe this is it's the room of
敵も燃えるんだね。
It's bad, but there are ways to enjoy it, and that's what I'm doing.
うん、あったあったあった。
The way that I play it, I think it's really fun.
あ、違う。ヒップアタックですね。
This fight is actually possible to skip with a really hard seam walk that's like super inconsistent. I think that skip saves 45 seconds, but I've never done it in an RTA run, only individual level run, so there's no way that I would do it in a marathon.
とりあえず順調っぽいですよね。
This part's fun, right?
I'm having the time of my life.
They just kind of make the enemies spawn.
もう出てきたやつをどんどん倒すから。
They just fall out of the sky.
で、全部敵倒したから、あれかな。おっと、また隙間がありそうなものが。もう当たり前になってしまって。隙間は抜けるものみたいな。
Coming up here is a strat that I found pretty recently. The skip itself has been
え、
around
そんなとこで
for
スー
a
パー
while.
ジャンプ
I
すん
found
の？
a faster way to get the super jump. So this super jump is very different from the rest of the super jumps in this game because there's no climbable surface here, right?
すげえな。そんなとこで
We call this a pseudo
Ah.
super jump. Wow, this camera is not.
ずれた。
What is happening? There's checkpoint.
お、いった。
It's all good. But basically, you like
お、
go
溜めてるよ。だいぶ溜めてるよ。
wall here
う
and
い
get super jump height.
あ、落ちた。
And the thing that I found recently is like when you bounce into the wall. Oh god, I messed that up. But yeah, when you bounce into that spot on the wall, it charges way faster than it would otherwise.
いや、なかなかやっぱり位置取りが大変みたいですね。
With this bounce, it's way faster. It's hard though, and I'm not that good at it. Yeah. And this camera. Every time I like try.
なんか終盤に来てここでセットアップをするのは大変だな。お、いた。ためて。いったー。いけるか。ああ。
I'm like trying to land on invisible collision there and missing just barely.
Looks like pretty small collisions.
Yeah, it's another one of those cases where there's just a seam on top.
なんか飛んだ後が大変そう
They
ですね、
make
これね。
walls,
こ
and
こ
on
だけ。
top of walls are
他もか。
floors that are very thin.
飛んだ後のコントロールをしっかりしないといけないし。
Come on, Pac-Man, be nice.
でも残機落とすんじゃなくてライフ1だからまだ助かるよね。でしかもその手前に回復があるっていう非常に優しい世界。いやー大変そう。で一応もうこれがほんと最後の手前のステージだからまあ一応エスティメート1が45分でおいった。あーダメだ。あちょっと俺が見てるのが早いかな。
So Woofer, what would you call the hardest skip in this game?
There
お
are
お
two skips that I do
お
not do.
できた。できたっぽい。
So one of them is that dunking like I skip earlier.
アホみたいなことしてんだやっぱり。
Let me get this first. No, it's
Okay.
do not want to mess this up. Yeah, seam walk, hit the button. Okay, good. This skip's like tricky, but it's not nearly as hard as the other skip. So yeah, that skip earlier in this level, what you have to do is an infinite rev roll to get up to a seam.
足の判定っていうか多分壁の判定があれでしょ。要は厚みのある壁になってるから、まあその上に行けば乗っかってるって扱いだから大丈夫なんでしょうね。
Eventually you get past that door and skip that fight. That skip, I am like 10% consistent at maybe. It's kind of terrible. So I can do like ILs with it and get it once in a while and get a fast time, but then in real time it's just not going to happen unless I want to drive myself insane. And that's actually stopped me from like doing full RTA runs recently, is because I feel bad that I'm not doing the skip that saves so much time. The other really hard skip is the one in Gogeka Central, which on the PC version just
この2体倒したら先進めるかな。
work for some reason. Because the game
その視点はなんだ。
voids you out when you're like trying to get
おっ
to a
と
higher plane.
さら
On
に
the
敵
GameCube
が
version,
来て
the exact same jump wouldn't void you out, but on the PC version it does. So, but that skip isn't like even necessarily hard. It's just dumb, and you have to get lucky, and it's like basically not possible to do consistently as far as I know. But like out of the skips that I do in this run, none of them are particularly difficult. I mean, they're tricky, but it's possible to get good and consistent at them because I've spent quite a while coming up with RTA viable setups, despite all the jank that happens in this game.
お、また。
So
来
that
た。
is Dungangundin,
パックマン来た、パックマン。
which by the way is just like such a weird name. It's the name of the city that Irwin captured, according to the lore. Didn't really see any people though, 'cause I guess it's abandoned.
もったいないな、1個。
I missed a pack dot. This is bad.
Also, from what I remember,
一方通行が2箇所あるんだね。
That is right. Alright, now last spectral level.
で、これが最後。
Numbers at 125. Oh, we are getting well under estimate.
最後かな。
You know, I can really tell that this is a different spectral area. It's got a slightly different color of purple to it.
Yeah, that's right. But, you know, we'll point out the area that's like literally identical to the previous level.
パックマン饒舌ですよね。結構喋ってますからね。
Just jumped around another trigger there. That cutscene's short, so it barely saves any time, but I still go for it. Those lasers, you're not supposed to be able to go through them, but devs leave some holes.
あれ
That's a skip.
敵虫ですか？
Just let you do that, huh?
Yeah. Here we void out to despawn the fight on the bottom floor. So yeah, now it spawns. I really need to not die here. This is actually really bad. Please don't touch me. Okay.
ここで死ぬと、ここで残機をなくすともう一回最初からになるみたいなんで、まあここは死なないようにって言ってましたが。
So this part's kind of scary actually.
で、まあ、もともとのパックマンと同様に、ペレットね、取ると、敵は逃げるというか、ね、離れるように移動するから、今、なるべく近づけて、近くなったところで今やってましたね。
Oh god, I messed this up. It didn't work. I'm so sad. That's fine. I'll explain it as if it would have happened.
だんだん上がっていく。
So these platforms are normally desynced slightly. So you would let the
やっぱ
one
りだよ。
touch and the other one wouldn't touch, and this fight just wouldn't spawn. But for some reason, it doesn't actually happen every time. So I got unlucky. But there's another way to skip it. So it doesn't
look like
even
it
matter.
changes too much.
Oh yeah, it changes very little. I just wanted to make fun of the game.
Yeah, of course. Whoa, what else are you gonna do while you're playing it?
すごいね。
Care about the game?
No way.
ここあれかな。
Where the heck these invisible platforms are going to spawn?
Oh, I honestly, there's just no way to possibly tell. I'm just guessing. I think there's like 5 more purple buttons in this area, but they just kind of put everything too close together. All right, do you recognize this section at all? Because I can tell you it's exactly the same as what we saw in the previous 2 spectral levels. This part right here is the ending of level number 3, Spectral Cliffs.
で、ここが、なんか、
This part right here
まあ、もともと3ステージ目にあったところが、まあ、スペクトルクリフって今言ってて、崖ですか。スペクトルの崖っていうところの難しくなった版が、 スペクトラルベイルって言ったから谷
Yeah,
か。
and jump height, by the way. The skip's actually
で、
random.
そのさらに難しくなったのが今こ
Unless
の
you're Taz. Taz can
ステー
be
ジみたいですね。
consistent, but like once again, it's really hard.
で、一応名前があっ
TA just
て、
gets
スペク
easier
トラ
and
ル
harder.
ゼニスってあるので、
Impressive speedrunner all over.
スペクトラルのゼニス、ゼニス、ゼニス、いただきってことはまあ、
He's perfect.
まあ、一番上上
That
層部っ
skip
ていうこと
saved
で
like 40 seconds
認
in the
識
fifth
していただければいい
level
んか
and
な。
2.5 minutes in this one. Oh no! Wait, that's actually really bad. Also, I hope I didn't soft lock again. Oh, okay, I did.
落ちちゃったからちょっと他のセーブ使うよっつってます。
You know, I have another save somewhere.
まあ一応本番用に用意してたやつですね。
Wait, no, Clyde fight. Okay, no.
さっきの落ちてミスをした部分に関しては失敗だそうなんでね。
Alright, let's forget that ever happened. I mean, you can kind of blame me, but also the game really shouldn't be doing that, right?
I mean, you really probably shouldn't
Yeah.
be jumping off.
That over there was where I was.
まあ
And
なんか
if you save, it kind
や
of
り
makes
直
this
してる
whole
から
thing appear,
どこやねん
but
ってなる。
they just kind of didn't test it. Very cool. Thank you, Blitz Games. Now this is a very long Clyde fight. It's actually probably the only spectral fight in the game that's like legitimately challenging in a pretty fun way. The part that's
まあここは
really
めんど
annoying
くさい
is
とこだっ
that
つってる
these
けど、
spectral monsters have like really dumb hitboxes, and so trying to dodge them is totally unintuitive.
まあ
But
確か
it is
に
definitely a challenge, and it's definitely something you
今ま
can
での
get
部
good
分
at
から
with
するとめんど
practice.
くさいかもしれないね。
And you can like lose a lot of time if you die here, because every single time that you waste all 3 of your health, there's no like casual gameplay punishment, because all you have to do is just react.
ここ時間を費やすから
waste time, so
ちょっとみたいな感じを今言ってましたけど、
actually quite a nifty challenge. Each of these things takes 2 hits. So what I'm kind of trying to do is like balance out the hits so that they're stunned, and then I can like stun more of them.
でもなかなか避けるのうまいです
Slight delay
ね。
between when they're stunned and when
Ah.
you can actually destroy them. So you definitely need some timing there. That thing hit me. It's kind of unfair. That was going okay.
一応あれダメージになるのか。ただの演出かと思ったら違うんだな。
For some reason, the red enemies, the red spectral monsters, which are the first ones that you see in this game, are actually the hardest, because they chase after you the most. The green ones kind of stop and then launch towards you, which is really easy to stop. And then the purple ones, they just shoot a laser, which, while they're doing that, they're completely not moving. So they're actually like the easiest to dodge.
で、終わったから、あれかな。渦が消える。
I think just
渦が
one
消え
more
て、
left. Hope that was all of them. Cool.
で、次のステージに来て、これはパズルらしいですよ。
Next room is gonna be the hardest puzzle in the game. I mean, do you know how many rev-roll plates there are going to be?
Was it 2?
There's 5.
5?
Yeah. And that's above 4. And
I-
we can't count past 4.
No.
So yeah, this is number 1. Number 2.
Are you sure? I thought that was number 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so this is number 2.
お、なんか出てきた。ブルーリンガーできましたね。レンズか。レンズ
Alright, so now we are going to get this lens. Up here. I think we're activating some sort of telescope, but it's really unclear why this would be a thing.
Just crossing the streams.
Alright, and 2 more rev-roll
で
plates. Exactly.
レ
what I
ンズ
wanted.
を設置して、まあそれを上げて、交点に向かって当てればいいのか。
You're scaring me with the number 5.
Yeah. So
で、
that
回
thing
転
made,
させて、
lens go up, and And then this thing's gonna make it turn.
ああ、そういうギミックなんだ。
And that is the end of Spectral's
で、次のところが、まあ、シャドウ
This
テンプル
next
って今言
level
ってた
is
ん
called
で、
Shadow
影の
Temple. I wish
お
it
寺
was
で
a
す
joke,
か。
but yeah, they really got inspired by
ま
Zelda.
た、また壁登りしようとしてる。
There's normally a bunch of fights here, but out of
あれ
balance. So just gonna do some
あれ
bounces.
パックマンを無を
Go
進む
all
の
the way
か。
down. And then somewhere over here is a doorway. This doorway right here. So I went through
お
that.
寺ってか
That's
神
the
殿ですよ
checkpoint.
ね、
Now
テン
let's
プル
spawn
だ
at
から
the
ね。
bottom.
落下は、まあ、残機オフじゃなくて、1打目ですね。
Alright, now here, you just like skip this room with the damage boost. Cool camera.
で、ラスボスみたいですよ。
Now this is the final boss. This is a behemoth. First boss had 3 reveral plates. This one has 4. We have to free the ghosts, and then we have to
はい、
destroy
ラスボス
Ruin
です。
himself.
They even use. Is that the same cutscene?
Oh
めっ
no,
ちゃスキップしてると思うな、あれ。
maybe.
またさっきと同じかな。
It's really similar.
まず、シールドの破壊が最初。
So once again, I'm going to be destroying the shield. Oh yeah, he has like faster laser now, which is
普通
actually
にダメージもらっ
kinda
てるけ
making
ど、
things more complicated, but there's like way
回
more
復が
health
散らば
in
っ
this
てるから
boss for
関
some
係ないん
reason,
か。
so it's actually harder to die. Not great balance. But with this fight, every single time that
さ
you destroy one of those ghosts, it
あ、また、
resets your timer to the maximum of your current timer and 4.5 seconds. So basically, I'm going to
壊した。
destroy these in a specific order so that I have enough time to like destroy
3発ですね。
both of them. So I'm actually getting like way more
で、
on
仲間を
the
助けたから、あと
than
は、
the game would normally allow me to.
エイビンをヒップアタックすれば。
And the reason that they do that is so that like once you destroy
で、また
one of the ghosts and like free them,
バリア破
you
壊の
have
装置
time
が
to like escape.
元に戻るから、
So it makes
やり
sense
直しです
from
ね。
a casual perspective. And it's actually some pretty clever design. But yeah, we can definitely abuse it in a speed run to be able to two-cycle this boss.
もうすぐね、タイマーストップですか。多
Time
分こ
is
れ
coming up
バリア
pretty
破
soon
壊できた
unless I
ら
completely mess up. So no guarantees, but hopefully soon.
終わりそうですね。で、あとは破壊しに行って。
Alright, so gonna
お、これで
make
GG
some
ですね。
reverals here because they do more damage. Alright, time. Cool. That was Pac-Man World 3. We're gonna
はい、
watch
これ
this
で
final cutscene
終了
because
です
it's actually
グッ
pretty
ドゲ
fun.
ームでした。
But
で、こ
yeah,
の最後のムー
uh,
ビーがすごいファニーだね、
final
おかしい
thoughts
ん
are
で、
that
まあちょっと
you
見
should
ましょうっ
definitely
て。
watch the test of this game. I probably spent like 150 hours or more making it. Plus, there were some really big discoveries from other people in the community, along with myself. This game has had a lot of work put into it. It's kind of crazy how many things you can skip and how like it all works out. So, despite it being a terrible game casually, the speedrun is pretty cool.
My Terratron is dead. You killed it. Why must you destroy my giant robot death machines? What did they ever do to you?
You're finished, Irwin. You should have used your death machines, world conquest plans, and rampaging insanity for good instead of evil.
It's finished, all right, Pac-Man. But only for one of us.
For you.
That's Bane posting, right?
Considers things going well. What am I saying? Even now, my
It's not a phrase I've heard in a long time.
collapse of the spectral realm and give my legions all the energy we need to. Why are you looking at me like that?
Always keep your feet on the ground, Irwin.
Is
すいません、
some kind of
時報が鳴ったんでちょっとミュートしてました。
or
I think you're thinking too much into it.
I don't know.
ね、確かに顔が一切変わらないのも
I get like
あれでしたね。
Pac-Man's- Yeah,
なかなかシュールというか、
Also,
えっ
Mother
てなるような
is the
感じでしたね。
last word, and this is Pac-Man World 3. Mother 3. All right.
Actually,
Thank you,
deconfirmed.
everyone.
Yes, thank you as well. We are going to be moving into our run of Bioshock 2 coming up, so everybody stick around. And
は
we're
い。
gonna
では
have some
まあ
fun.
これにてパックマンワールド3が終了となりました。次のゲームがですね、バイオショック2ですね。ここでまた準備がありますので、ここで、失礼させていただきます。